Hello, guys and gals, and welcome to another episode of Unique Items. Today we're going to be looking at a unique item known as the Wall of the Eyeless. Up until Diablo 2 Lord of Destruction, Wall of the Eyeless was actually a very sought-after item. And quite honestly, it's still a very good item. A lot of people underestimate the Wall of the Eyeless, and you shouldn't. If you find one of these, I would recommend that you take another look at it, especially if you're a low-level character, because it is an extremely powerful item, especially when used in combination with other such powerful items, like the Spectral Shard. The Wall of the Eyeless has 53 defense. It is a chance to block of 45% for Amazon, Assassin, and Barbarian. It is 40% for Druid, Necromancer, and Sorceress, and 50% for Paladins. It has a strength requirement of only 25, which means most characters can utilize this with no issue whatsoever. It has a level requirement of only level 20, which is relatively low, and quite honestly, very sweet item for faster cast characters. It has 20% faster cast, which is absolutely great and is awesome when used in combination with the Spectral Shard around this level for the ability to have 50% and 70% faster cast with only 2 items, which is pretty amazing. It also has 3% mana stolen per hit, which doesn't really mean much for casters, but could mean a lot for a character who is actually attacking as well as casting. It has a 40% enhanced defense, which does vary by 10%, so 30 to 40. It has a plus 10 defense on it as well, which is a flat amount, and then poison resist 20%, which can certainly come in handy when you're fighting Ethereal. It also has a pretty amazing effect known as mana after each kill of plus 5. Now, what this means is that when you kill a monster, it doesn't matter what that monster is, the monster's death will refill 5 mana to your pool. This is actually amazing to help keep your mana full early on. When you go out and you start killing a bunch of monsters and you notice that literally you're getting 5 mana for every single monster death, your mana pool will just be constantly refilling as you're killing. And as long as you are killing, you are going to continue to get mana. This is absolutely great for a lot of characters. In fact, you will find that a lot of characters will just simply take tier runes that are mana after each kill and fill up an armor or a shield with them. But here we have literally a shield that not only has more plus to mana after each kill than literally 2 tier runes, because tier runes are 2 plus 2 each, so 2 tier runes are 4. So it has 5. So it is the equivalent of 2.5 tier runes. We also have 20% faster cast on here. So, you know, it's a way to have your kind of your caster cake and to eat it too. I always have to maneuver Mr. NiNi in the shirt because he always wants to sit in weird places. You can also find this in its ethereal form, of course, and it actually looks pretty cool on your character. I don't know if you've ever actually seen it. The ethereal version is a little bit different, a little bit brighter, a little bit more sort of see-through. It's an interesting shield. Now, the ethereal version, of course, would eventually break, but quite honestly, by the time it breaks, you probably would have outgrown it already. The ethereal version, of course, has a little bit extra defense, and it also has less stat requirements of only 15 as opposed to 25, because all ethereal items have 10 less stat requirements. Now, of course, this shield can be upgraded if you really wanted to, and to upgrade it from the first tier, you would need a shale, you would need a towel, and you would need a perfect diamond. Not exactly a very costly recipe, and quite honestly, certainly very easy to do. I'm not really sure that you would want to, but let's test it out and we'll see whether or not we would want to, right? So first off, we're going to upgrade the non-ethereal version with a shale, a towel, and a perfect diamond. And this is going to get us 53 defense, 45% chance to block, level 20 requirement with 25 strength, to 162 defense, not bad at all, 58 strength requirement, actually not bad at all, and level 30. So quite honestly, with only a 5 level bump, a pretty huge defense upgrade, and not really that big of a strength upgrade, that's actually a really nice, solid upgrade. Thumbs up. Now, granted, by the time you hit level 30, you may have swapped over to a Spirit Shield at this point, which has kind of trumped Wall of the Eyeless with its massive 35% faster cast and other such things. So at this particular point, at level 30, maybe not the best upgrade, just simply because there is a better option. But until you actually have that shield in your hands, maybe just get away with using the Wall of Eyeless for a little while. It certainly is a very striking shield on your character, I'm going to tell you what. The Ethereal version upgrades from 74 defense, 45% chance to block, 15 strength, level 20, to 271 defense, 45% chance to block, 48 strength, and level 30. Now we can upgrade this one more time. Now I don't necessarily recommend this, but to do this you're going to need a Lem, a Co, and 2 more perfect diamonds. This is going to upgrade it from the Grim Shield to the Troll's Nest, and it actually might be a decent upgrade. Is it going to be a good item for you to use on your high-level character? Probably not, but I think that this is actually going to upgrade quite nicely. My experience is telling me that the defense is going to go up. The strength requirement is not going to go up very high. The level requirement may go up high, but I mean that's just par for the course with upgrading an item to tier 3. So we're going to go from 162 defense, 45% chance to block, 58 strength, level 30, to 252 defense, 45% chance to block, 106 strength, and level 69. Had to be 69, didn't it? The Ethereal version goes from 271, 45% chance to block, 48 strength at level 30, to 372 defense, 45% chance to block, 96 strength requirement, and level 69. Something that I did forget to mention on these shields is the smite damage. Bone shields, or rather Grim shields and Troll shields, this entire class actually has halfway decent smite damage. The Bone shield has a smite damage of 3 to 6. The Grim shield has a smite damage of 14 to 20. And the Troll's Nest, which is the highest tier, has a smite damage of 24 to 38, which isn't bad. Obviously, that's trumped by the Barbed Shield and the Paladin-only shields, but it is much higher than a lot of the other, regular shields. The Barbed Shield and the actual, Bone Shield are the 2 highest smite damage shields, apart from the Paladin-only shields. As for this particular shield, I probably would never upgrade it to the Troll's Nest, but it is funny to see it at 372 defense. You know what? Let's throw a Zod rune in there just for lulz. Where's my Zod rune? Where doth thou hide? There you go. Indestructible, Zodded Troll's Nest, Ethereal Wall of the Eyeless. There you go. Look at that. Style points, my boys. Look at my style points. And I got a Spectral Shard. Yeah, boy. I always love how the Spectral Shard looks real nice and blue. It's just like a sick looking blue blade. And then you got the frickin' if this doesn't bring you back to like version 1.08, I don't know what does, because everybody was rocking like a frickin' Spectral Shard in the Wall of the Eyeless back then. The Wall of the Eyeless. It's so pretty. So, why would you use Wall of the Eyeless? Obviously, faster cast, mana to after each kill. Those are the 2 main mechanics. 5 mana after each kill is a lot. You could also socket this and put a tier rune in it and bring it up even further from 5 to 6, 7. So +7 to mana after each kill with 20% faster cast. And quite honestly, it's just an amazing shield for low-level casters. With only a level requirement of level 20, it actually beats out, believe it or not, the Spirit Shield, which is, 27? So at least for 7 levels, you could be rocking 20% faster cast and +5 to mana after each kill. You may also find, quite honestly, that the Troll's Nest, the Wall of the Eyeless, beats the Spirit Shield in mana regeneration because of that +5 to mana after each kill, at least for a little while, until you get your mana higher from other items. Now, granted, the Spirit Shield does have its own mana on it, but mana by itself, raw mana by itself, is not going to be as useful as +5 to mana after each kill at level 20. Where would you find yourself a wall of the eyeless if you wanted to go hunting for one? Perhaps you just wanted to have the most awesome style points ever. Well, let's take a look and let's see where we could potentially farm one of these. So I'm going to put 50% magic find because this is a relatively low level item. We're also going to take a look at bosses first. And it looks like normal Diablo is our best bet there at 1 in 423. And normal Bale, not too far behind at 1 in 454. And even Nightmare and Dariel at 1 in 499, which might not be a bad monster to farm, but at level 20, good luck on that. So it does look like normal Diablo is your best bet there as far as farming sources goes. Let's take a look at super uniques. Neelathak in normal, he's not too bad. Looks like Infector of Souls, Grand Visor of Chaos, Lord Decis, these are all on the way to Diablo. So those are pretty interesting. Shank the Overseer, Eldritch the Rectifier, Doc Farron, Pindleskin, Thresh Socket, those are all relatively easy to get to. In normal difficulty, it could be super easy to farm for your Wall of the Eyeless. Not bad. Anyway, as always, I do appreciate you guys and gals watching my videos, even when it is a bony, skull-infested troll's nest like this one. And as always, keep watching.